everyone, let's talk about the Google Core update. Is it possible to recover? And if so, when would the site recover? So with Google Core updates, we had one in May 2022, September 2022, and then our last one was March 2023. We have several a year. And these are all large, broad core updates that Google announces. So is it possible for a site to recover? And the fast answer is yes. However, I work on a lot of sites that were hit by Google updates. And what I'm starting to notice is that time matters. So when your site is hit, it is best to start working on your site as soon as the dust settles. When the core update is over and you are sure that your site is hit, that is when you should start working on your site, because as time moves on, it starts to become harder to recover these sites. Now, you must complete all of the work on the site to even be considered to recover. There is a lot of work that go into recovering from the Google Core updates. And if you don't complete all of the work or do the work to Google's satisfaction, you must complete all work on the site until Google is satisfied. That means if you don't do enough work or the right work or the work that Google thinks you need to do, you won't recover. But if you do all of the right work and you work on the site, it is possible to recover. Now, in here, I put a little note that says changes in intent. I'm talking about the SERPs. If your keywords that were hit, if the intent has changed, you will not be able to recover from that unless you completely rewrite the content and match the new intent. I just wanted to make a note of that because a lot of the Google Core update work is site-wide on your site. And if you don't match the actual intent or the SERP intent has changed, you then have to make a decision. Do you want to just get rid of that piece of content and not rank for that keyword anymore? Or do you want to update the content so that you now satisfy the new SERP intent? Now, after improvements have been made, let's say you've worked on the site and you've done everything that Google wants you to do, it is possible to recover with the next core update. So with the release of the next core update, after you've completed all of the work, your site would then recover. And let me tell you, recovery is like night and day. You are completely down one day, the next morning you wake up, the site starts to pick up steam. It's very noticeable. You will know when the site starts to recover. There is no mistake. It's very dramatic. Now, what people don't understand is that we have broad core updates a few times a year, and those are the ones that are announced. Now, when we say you can only recover with the next core update, everyone assumes it can only be on the 2 updates that's announced, but that's simply not true. There are smaller core updates released about every few months, give or take, and those are not announced by Google. They are not widely known, and your site can actually recover with those smaller core updates that are not announced. So you have a chance to recover every couple of months if a smaller core or the larger core update has been released. A core update must be released for you to be able to recover, whether it's the small unannounced one or the large announced core update. Either way, those updates have to happen before the site will start to see recovery. Long answer short, will your site recover? It's possible to recover if you do the proper work. And 2, to be able to recover, we need a release of either a large broad core update or an unannounced small core update. And until that happens, you won't see website recovery.